Hello, it's Monday the 22nd. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, whisper it quietly, but a soft landing could be on the cards for the UK. Be aware, this could just as easily be a bit of pre-election hype pushed into the rumour mill via the friendly channels to the government, but it is something to consider. Technically, we'll be looking for the unemployment rate to fall below the long-term average, while inflation, of course, needs to drop to around the 2% target. So there is still plenty of way left to go. But it's a far cry from the previous doom-mongering, fearing a deep and long-lasting recession. So how's that for a little Monday morning positivity? Yes, December's retail sales did fall by 3.2% month on month, but haven't you heard? That was because all the consumers did their Christmas shopping earlier in the year. Retailers lowered their prices earlier than normal, and the Black Friday sales are gaining more traction. That's all. No problem with performance. But hey, if you want to talk about consumer confidence, then really you need look no further than Jeremy Seaborn. Chancellor Hunt was on at Davos talking up the UK as a place for tech investment and hinting at tax cuts to come in the spring budget. Granted, you can't tax cut your way to a win in an election, but every little helps when it's hearts and minds that you're trying to win over. Over in the US, the soft landing debate is all but over, but some even expect the Fed to call it, perhaps even at their next meeting. Given how long it took them to call the top of the rate hikes, I can't see that myself. Don't forget, Powell didn't half dent his credibility when he called inflation transitory and got that one so horribly wrong, so he may well sit on his hands a little longer. Nevertheless, we are fast approaching when the Fed will need to cut rates, and that decision will likely be accompanied by a declaration that inflation has indeed been defeated, even though inflation won't be at the 2% target by then. We have the New Hampshire primary tomorrow. After dear old Donald won the Iowa primary last week, his closest challenger, Rick DeSantis, has pulled out of the race and has declared his support for Trump. However, not everything lays down and clears a path quite so well for Trump, though. There is, of course, the small matter of his ongoing legal battles, but within the party at least he can do little wrong right now. In the market last week, sterling traded in a pretty narrow range against the dollar. We closed out the week around the 127 mark. Meanwhile, the dollar index failed to break the 104 level, and that closed around 103.25. We kick off the new week from around 127.05 against the dollar, about 116.55 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 109 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.